Think again. Think again, top 16. As early as 1997, one of his top engineers wanted to add an internet browser, but Mike told him to focus only on email. A decade later, Mike was still certain that a powerful internet browser would drain the battery and strain the bandwidth of the wireless network. He didn't test the alternative hypothesis. By 2008, the company's valuation exceeded $70 billion, but the BlackBerry remained the company's sole product, and it still lacked a reliable browser set. It lacked a reliable browser. In 2010, when his colleagues pitched a strategy to feature encrypted text messages, Mike was receptive but expressed concerns that allowing messages to be exchanged on competitor devices would render the BlackBerries obsolete will render the BlackBerry obsolete. As his reservations gained tradition within the firm, the company abandoned instantly messaging, missing an opportunity that WhatsApp later seized for upwards by $19 billion. As gifted as Mike was at rethinking the design of electronic device, he wasn't willing to rethink the market for his baby. Intelligence was no cure, it might have been more of a curse. The smarter they are, the harder they fail. Mental horsepower doesn't guarantee mental dexterity. No matter how much brain power you have, if you lack the motivation to change your mind, you'll miss many occasions to think again. Research reveals that the higher you score on IQ test, the more likely you are to fall for a stereotype because you're faster at recognizing the patterns, and recent experiments suggest that the smarter you are, the more you might struggle to update your beliefs. One study investigated whether being a math whiz makes you better at analyzing data. The answer is yes if you're told the data are about something bland, like treatment of skin rashes. But what if the exact same data are labeled as focusing on ideological issues that activate strong emotions like gun laws in the United States? Being a quant being a quant jack makes you more accurate in interpreting the results as long as they support your beliefs. Yet if the empirical pattern clashes with your ideology, math prowess is no longer an asset, it actually becomes a liability. The better you are at crunching numbers, the more spectacularly you fail at analyzing patterns that contradict your views. If they were liberals, math geniuses did worse than their peers at evaluating evidence that gun loans failed. If they were conservative, they did worse at assessing evidence that gun loans worked. In psychology, there are at least two biases that they drive this pattern. One is confirmation bias, seeing what we expect to see.